log for Friday, July 13th. Race 1. Overpowering performance by Secret Commander, who proved to be the only wide all-the-way winner from 7 dirt races on the day. The gelding shrugged off legit pace pressure like it was a gnat on the side of a bison and handily held off super sharp 3-5 odds closer Afternoon Treats. I'd love to see the versatile Secret Commander step up aggressively and try a 2-turn mile in his present form. And I really did rehearse this, but I blew the gnat on a bison line. Bison, like a buffalo. Race 3, first time Jane Sabelli, maiden breaker Regal Ron, was the second straight winner to rush up on the rail following a tardy start and go on to win. He's bred for upside and more distance, so a 6-furlong victory here was promising, though bias assisted by the lively rail. Runner-up returnee from a long layoff, Bold Choice ran at least as well, considering ground loss and bias woes, and has the pedigree to relish longer in what could prove his ultimate hole card, Turf. Race 4, New Jersey bred $20,000 male maiden claimers. 1 mile in 1 minute 45 and 67 100ths. That's 1:45 and 3 for 1 mile. Really. Race 8. The stallion Calfwane was a horse who battled physical issues as a racehorse. Despite a sprint pedigree, his big heart allowed him to stretch out well enough to win some early West Coast Triple Crown preps during his 3-year-old season. His son here, Raging Doust, showed his father's courage, stepping up 150% in claiming price off the trainer Buddy Cluster McLean, battling 50% claiming price drop down Martini Madness every step of the way, and then coming again after dropping a half length behind that rival in mid-stretch to prevail by a desperate nose. Raging Doust now is an undefeated 4 for 4 on real dirt. Race 10, New Jersey breds again. This time, male maiden $10,000 claimers. Firster, Fight for Love, was off many lengths slow. Not to worry though. His mates gave him 1 minute and 16 seconds to catch up in the 6-furlong race. And Fight for Love was good enough on his own to run 6 furlongs in 1 minute 15 and 62 100ths, 1:15 and 3, and to win handily by 2.5 lengths despite that slow start. Saturday, July 14th. The rail suddenly went bad on this day, and closers did better and better as the afternoon progressed. Race 1. I like the way first-year sire and past Salvatore Mile winner Cherokee's Boy stamped his winning first-time starting juvenile filly La Vende in here. The New Jersey bred ranks are waiting for a dominant stallion. Perhaps more of his offspring will be racing in this state. I understand he stands in Maryland. Race 5. Fourth across the wire, Christian Rocket's Trouble in the Lane was there for all to see. And he did have a perfect trip before that happened in mid-stretch. I like the late burst, though, of newly blinker drop down third across the wire Life's Roar, who was more tactical than usual early before getting shuffled back out of position into the backstretch. Race 8. Fourth finishing returnee Dueling Alex dueled hard with a sharp fit foe while racing against the grain, put away his pace rival, and only yielded to the closers past mid-stretch. Race 11. Sixth finishing Pasta Lover made multiple moves despite being pace compromised and extremely wide throughout. He ran deceptively well, but likely needs a drop on turf, and better still, one on dirt as well, possibly for the latter, for the dirt. He could find one of those sneaky condition claimers for open or even state breds. Sunday, July 15th, race 6. There is talent in the New Jersey bred ranks. This male juvenile maiden contest features some real players for the future. Beautifully patient ride by trainer Doug Nunn's go-to jockey Vladimir Diaz on Firster Beautiful Joe after the latter broke slowly. Diaz and the gelding crept up on the embattled leaders into the stretch, but saved their big burst for the game-winning final 8th. This was the second New Jersey bred maiden race won this week by a Nunn horse that was the strongest finisher, testifying to the foundation of his conditioning. Indeed, trainer Doug Nunn won with a New Jersey bred 2-year-old first-time starter at 41-1 last season at Monmouth Park. Beautiful Joe in race 6 this past Sunday I believe was 22-1. Runner-up first, a Saucy Joe, fought relentless race-long pressure while racing on the dullish inside and just couldn't withstand one final challenge. Like the winner, he's a son of the top sprinter, Don Six. Massive third finishing Perry Wan showed vastly improved gait skills and early foot. He battled the runner-up throughout, fought grittily in a tight space between horses that was very claustrophobic for him considering his size. He did that all through the stretch drive and once again did not change leads. Distance in the long run will be his friend, but learning to do one more thing professionally, that is change leads in the stretch, will be a big help to him. Sixth finishing newly blinkered Bat Cave, love that name, the unsuccessful barnmate and workmate of the winner, ran gamely in an improved effort, but just isn't of the state-bred maiden special caliber. Watch him when he drops, but remember he probably needs to lose a few notches.